why working hard won't get you promoted, and why that's a good thing. Sophia was the hardest worker in her department. She showed up early, stayed late, and never said no to a project. Yet after 5 years, she watched in disbelief as people who did far less than her, people who didn't sacrifice weekends or work overtime, were the ones getting promoted. Why wasn't all her effort paying off? Here's the harsh truth that Sophia, and so many others, had to learn the hard way. Working hard alone will never be enough to get you promoted. If you believe that promotions are simply a reward for effort, you're in for a rude awakening. In fact, the idea that working hard guarantees success is a dangerous myth that holds people back. But before you get too discouraged, let me tell you why this reality might be the best thing for your career. Let's get controversial. The real drivers of promotion aren't what you've been told. If you've ever felt that you're working harder than others, but getting nowhere, it's because you're missing key pieces of the puzzle. And trust me, by the time you finish this, you'll understand why not getting promoted for just working hard is actually a good thing. The reality: hard work doesn't equal recognition. Imagine this: you're at your desk, putting in overtime to complete a report, while your colleague Jake is out grabbing drinks with the department head after work. Who do you think will get noticed come promotion time? Sophia used to think that results would speak for themselves, that if she just worked a little harder, her boss would have no choice but to reward her efforts. But here's the first uncomfortable truth: no one cares how hard you work if they don't see it. In an office full of people juggling 100 things, your effort will fly under the radar unless you make sure it's noticed. Let's be honest. Have you ever wondered how some people who don't seem to be working half as hard as you, end up getting all the praise, all the opportunities? It's because they understand one thing that others don't: visibility trumps effort. Jake may not be grinding away like Sophia, but guess what? He's out there building relationships with the people who make decisions. And while you might think that's unfair, there's more to it than meets the eye. Hard work can keep you stuck. You probably won't like this next part, but it's crucial. Working hard, especially without being strategic, can actually keep you stuck. That's right. Working too hard might be the reason you're not getting promoted. Here's why. When you become the person everyone relies on to finish every project, to clean up every mess, you stop being seen as a potential leader. Instead, you're seen as irreplaceable in your current role. You've boxed yourself in. Managers may praise your dedication, but deep down, they want you to stay right where you are because you're so good at getting things done. Sophia was in this exact position. She was so focused on doing her job perfectly that she wasn't giving her bosses any reason to see her as anything but the star worker bee. Meanwhile, Jake, who wasn't always perfect but was visible and well-connected, was positioning himself for leadership by taking on projects that showcased his potential, not just his effort. Office politics. Play the game or get played. Let's talk about the ugly truth that no one wants to admit. Office politics matter. You might say, "I don't play politics. I just work hard and stay out of the drama." Well, guess what? Not playing the game doesn't mean you aren't affected by it. Sophia thought she could avoid the politics and that her work would speak for itself. She was wrong. Promotions aren't just about merit or performance reviews. They're about relationships. The people who rise aren't always the ones grinding away in silence. They're the ones making sure the right people know their contributions. They're the ones who understand the invisible web of influence within the company. And if you're sitting there thinking, "I shouldn't have to play politics," let me ask you this. Would you rather stay idealistic and stuck, or learn how to navigate these dynamics and finally get ahead? You don't have to compromise your values to be strategic. In fact, learning how to navigate office politics is about working smarter, not harder. Fairness is a myth, and that's a good thing. Now, here's the kicker. If you're holding on to the belief that your hard work should be rewarded because it's fair, I've got bad news for you. Fairness is a myth in the workplace. Promotions are not handed out based on who clocks the most hours or who finishes the most tasks. They are a result of a complex mixture of timing, perception, and yes, politics. But here's the part no one tells you. This system isn't just random chaos. It actually makes sense. And here's why. If promotions were only based on hard work, you'd end up with leaders who are great at doing, but not necessarily great at leading. Companies don't just need hard workers, they need strategic thinkers, problem solvers, and people who can influence others. If you've ever wondered why a less hardworking colleague got promoted, it's probably because they demonstrated skills beyond just effort. They showed they could lead, inspire, and create impact. Promotions go to people who are positioned to make bigger contributions to the company's future, not just the person with the most completed tasks. Stop working hard. Start working smart. By now, you're probably wondering, so what should I do? The answer is simple. Stop working hard and start working smart. Sophia realized this after years of frustration. She decided to stop obsessing over every minor task and start focusing on the bigger picture. She volunteered for high-visibility projects, made an effort to connect with influential people, and most importantly, she started advocating for herself. She realized that if she didn't make her ambitions clear, no one would do it for her. And guess what? It worked. When the next promotion came around, it was finally her name that got called. Not because she worked the hardest, but because she worked the smartest. She had learned the secret that no one tells you. You're not getting promoted for effort. You're getting promoted for impact. The final takeaway, so what does this all mean for you? The next time you find yourself thinking, I just need to work harder, stop. Look around. Are you visible? Are you building the relationships that matter? Are you demonstrating leadership and strategic thinking? Because here's the real takeaway. The key to getting promoted isn't just about working hard. It's about working strategically. And once you realize that, you'll stop seeing your hard work as the sole measure of your worth and start taking control of your career in ways that actually lead to success. And isn't that the kind of success you want? The one you actively shape, rather than just hoping it comes from the grind? If you found this video helpful and eye-opening, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us out. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content that can level up your career. Got thoughts or personal experiences about promotions? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your story and discuss more. And if you know someone who's working hard but not seeing results, go ahead and share this video with them. Let's help each other work smarter, not harder.